Hi friends, Right Careers welcomes you to another brand new video. This is Sudarshan, your career coach. Before we get on to this week's topic, the customary thing, in case you have subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you so much. And in case you haven't, do click on the subscription button and also the bell button for instant notifications of all career and parenting related videos on a regular basis. Moving on to this week's topic straight away, the topic that we have taken is careers in economics. Now, economics, with the advent of 21st century, economics marked a new era in terms of career, I would say. There are several examples, real-time, live examples of people whom we come across who have made very successful as an economist, not only as an economist but also in public life. Some of the examples that I can think of, starting from the former Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh, who happens to be the economist, and then Nobel laureate Amartya Sen, who's an economist, Dr. Raghuram Rajan, who's an economist, and then the CEO of Mastercard, Mr. Ajay Banga, he happens to be a economist. And you also have somebody like Kaushik Basu, who was a very famous personality, widely respected personality. He acted as a chief economist in the World Bank. So these are some of the real-time living examples, contemporary examples that we are seeing as economists, all in the space of last 20-25 years. A career in economics has tremendously gone into the upswing over the past 20-25 years, particularly after the introduction of LPG. Now, I'm sure some of you know what LPG is, which is nothing but liquidation, privatization, and globalization. It was framed in 1991, but the famous quartet of the late Prime Minister, Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao, Dr. Manmohan Singh, the incumbent then Finance Minister Montek Singh Ahluwalia, and the team, they presented the dream budget. They opened up the economy, and since then, the career in economics has grown tremendously. Now, very importantly, the growth of any organization or any nation, not only organization, even a nation, depends on the economic policies that they deploy. Now, economists usually are very well learned researchers and scholars in nature. They're not ordinary people. Any economist has to be a scholar, because that's the kind of research that this subject involves. They usually analyze, they devise the policies, they analyze the policy, they devise the policy, and predict the economic trends. So that's exactly what economists do. Based on their theories, based on their derivations and observations, the economic policies for a country or for an organization is formed. The scope of the subject is so significant that at both national and international level, because of the ever increasing globalization that's happening across the globe, there is an extensive requirement, extensive demand for economists all over throughout the year and throughout the time. There has never been a recession or something like that, because people need to know, as CEOs, as leaders, as nation leaders, as international leaders, people need to know the economic trends, need to know what the future lies ahead, and for that, economists will be of immense use. Now, economic advisors, are today seen as an inevitable part for any organization or any nation, I would say. The field of economics is very diverse. It's not boring as we all think. It's very diverse, because you not only work in economic policies or reforms, framing policies, etc. You also work in industries like banking, finance, trade, commerce, industrial sectors, so on and so forth. Besides being a bureaucrat, IES is always there. You can always become a bureaucrat. So economists has diverse places or subject to work on. Moving on, how do you make a career in economics? It's very simple, I would say. You actually don't need to take any specific group. People think I should study commerce or economics to make a career in economics. Yes, economics or commerce is preferred when you study at grade 11 and 12. If not, it's still fine. Even if you choose science group, you can still make a career. All you need to do is, at the graduation level, you've got to study bachelor's in economics, BA in economics, something like that. And then maybe the career path will go to master's in economics, and obviously doctorate in economics. Now, economics, we all relate PhD or doctorate to science subjects usually. Now, economics is also a subject where it involves extensive research, and therefore generally I recommend students to pursue a PhD in economics, so that they become very, very intense in nature. Now, post the graduation or the post graduation, you can work as economists, you can work as bureaucrats, you can work as advisors, you can work as executives, researchers, analysts, and economic coordinators. So these are some of the job roles that I can think of. Where do you study? Everywhere in India, in your respective city, the leading colleges, the top colleges will offer economics program. At least at the bachelor's level, I know they offer. Some examples that I can think of is St. Stephen College if you're in Delhi, Loyola College if you're in Chennai, Shriram College in Delhi, Lady Shriram College, or Presidency College in Calcutta. And then you have the famous Delhi School of Economics in Delhi, the Madras School of Economics. These are institutes of national importance, I would say, IOE status, eminence importance, national importance. So that's the trust this government has given. You also have St. Xavier's in Bombay and some IITs. Now, take it from me, some IITs and BITS offer doctorate program in economics. So that's where IITs also are not restricting themselves to science these days. They also come into humanities and economics. So some IITs do offer. BITS definitely offers doctorate program in economics. So now that you know what is economics, and how do you get into become an economist and where to study, you also need to know what do they do. It's important. You need to know what exactly they do. So the first thing that they do is they advise governments, they advise any business, any government, and individuals on economic issues. That is their primary role. They also design policies or recommend policies for solving economic problems or economic crisis. For example, it's the economists who would have designed the 5-year plan that is still prevalent in India. Any plan, any government plan, any business plan is usually more importantly into public policy. The government plan is devised by the economists. So they apply their theories, they derive the theories, they apply the theories to benefit different people, different industry, different organization, different country level also. So they review the new legislation. So any legislation that gets passed by, it's the economists who reviews. For example, the minimum wage requirement act was reviewed by a team of economists. So they also provide economic advice to public, economic advice to the country and to the organization. So they carry out independent research and group research to analyze the trend of the past and also predict the future. Now, as always in our segment, the pros and cons. The pros: economics, trust me, is one of the most sought after career in India, not only in India, across the globe, because of the reasons that I told, for the last 5 minutes or so. Economists are definitely in great demand, and the kind of respect that you receive as an economist is immense. Now, if you are an economic student, you can make a career anywhere. You can become a government worker, you can get into bureaucracy, you can become a researcher, you can work for private organizations, you can be an academician. So the scope of work is immense, and wherever you go, you get similar respect. And an experienced and learned economist, and they grow by stature, they grow by experience. Now, more importantly, an economist is well and better informed about the complexities of the world well in advance. So that's more important. If you're an economist, you can predict what's going to happen in terms of the economy, market crash, whatever it is. As always, some cons. Trust me, it is not for everyone. This is not everyone's cup of tea. It is a dry subject, whatever said and done. Yes, it involves mathematics. Now, not many people think this is highly theoretical in nature. No, the derivations are, real proportionately related to the mathematics solution. So if you've got to be strong in numbers also. So economics and numbers go hand in hand, especially we live in an era of analysis, which means it's number related. Definitely, it's not a cup of tea for all. Apart from this, I don't see any other major drawbacks when it comes to economics. So that's all I have for this video. And in case you have more doubts about how do I make a career in economics or any other career doubts, feel free to ping us. All the credentials are mentioned beneath this video. Until next time, have a great week. Take care. Thank you.